What sticks out to you about Keenan Allen?
Say it again.
What sticks out to you about Keenan Allen?
Yeah, he's a big part of their offense. The offense runs through him. But now he's a skilled player. Got a finesse to his game. But I'm excited for the matchup.
How much better prepared do you think? He lines up in the slot a lot. We see Kyle line up there a lot. How much better prepared is Kyle for a responsibility like that this year compared to I guess where he was kind of coming into this team last year as a rookie?
Yeah, I think Kyle's he's definitely grown. I can say that about a lot of guys on defense. But yeah, he's prepared each game. He puts the work in. Week in, week out. On the practice field in the meeting room. So yeah, he'll be prepared for the matchup.
But Brandon, you guys are in the midst of playing 4 out of 5 games in prime time. You're the top team in the AFC. There's just a lot of attention on this team right now. How do you handle that? When you know that kind of all eyes are on you.
Yeah, we my motto, honestly, personally, is just to stay even keel. Like you said, there's a lot of eyes on us, but we just gotta stay stay focused on what's at hand, and and that's the Chargers, and not letting the outside noise affect us and get in our heads, because at the end of the day it doesn't matter. What matters is what we do on Sunday.
Brendan, there was a point of the offseason, I forgot exactly where it was, where John Harbaugh said the plan was to play you at safety this year.
Mm-hmm.
When, in your mind, did that change, and when did you know you were going to be playing corner this season?
Yeah, training camp, spent a lot of time at safety and nickel. I would say, the change really came towards the middle to end of training camp. I honestly knew that was where I was going to stick, in training camp. But I would say that
was it when Marlon went down?
Say it again.
When Marlon went down in training camp, is that sort of when you felt?
Nah, honestly, I was kind of just like a bubble guy. Like, corner wasn't out of the question. As everybody knows, I was all around, on the defense, safety, nickel, corner. But yeah, obviously, guys go down. You got to fill some spots. But corner was never out of the mix.
Brendan, early last year, the big plays, especially in the pass game, were a little bit of a problem. That's gone away. Really, you guys don't give up many big plays at all now defensively. What has been the reason behind that, do you feel like?
Just execution, and just being prepared. The week starts, here on Monday, on Tuesday, and so we just got to take what we do to the field, and I think that's helped a lot. We honestly haven't given up, too many big plays this year, and the ones that we do is just a lack of communication. But communication, breeds understanding, so that's what we're aiming for.
Brandon, you mentioned guys growing, this season. Just curious, what are the biggest strides you've made, in particular to cornerback, and is that specific to cornerback? Is that something you were kind of relishing, even though safety was in the mix?
Yeah, I played, corner in college, so that was my main position. But I just love being on the field, no matter where it is. But corner is definitely my type of game. I love the island, and that's where I have fun at.
Where do you think you made the biggest strides at?
Man, just I would say numerous areas. Just zone matchups. Covering one-on-ones. Taking away number 1 receivers. I think I made strides in those areas.
Brandon, you're in the same draft class as OA. You're kind of neighbors in the locker room. How satisfying has it been to see him kind of break out the same year that you're breaking out?
Man, it's good to see. It's good to see. He's put the work in. We're a part of the same agency, and so I see him putting work in. Up in Austin in the off season. But no, I'm happy for him. I always tell him, man, like just stay focused. Like nobody cares about what you did last week. What are you gonna do this week? And so we just try to keep each other focused, and whatnot.
Brandon, you said you like being on that island. That sounds as much attitude as it is ability. Can you describe the mindset of wanting to be on that island?
Yeah, man. Shoot, the island is not for everybody. You know, it's mainly just confidence. You know, confidence in your technique. You know, just being fearless out there, and knowing that whoever's in front of you, that's you're in front of them. You know what I mean? And so it's definitely a mindset, like you said.
Did you always want that, or is that something you developed in terms of it's not for everybody, but it became something for you?
Yeah, I guess I did, especially with my move from a running back. Yeah, man, I enjoy it though. But yeah, it's you just got to relish in it, and take advantage of every rep out there, because you never know when that one ball is going to come your way. So yeah.
Justin Herbert's one of the top, quarterbacks in the game. We talk about being on an island. How do you expect him to kind of test you guys as a secondary and challenge, you knowing that he's a guy that can throw the ball over the field?
Yeah, no, he's a special quarterback, and we know that he's a smart guy, able to read coverages. Can fit balls in the tight coverage. So I mean, it's on us to make it as hard as possible on him. With our coverage, with the game plan, and things like that. So it'll definitely be a good matchup. Going against him and their receivers. So we're looking forward to that.
Curious if you ever reflect back in those days when you transferred, from UCLA to SMU and make that switch. And you mentioned confidence. I guess what gave you the confidence that you could do, play cornerback, and then obviously play cornerback at this level?
Yeah, I think the confidence just came from putting in the work. Once I decided to transfer, I knew I could always play the position. It was just a matter of refining my technique and whatnot. And obviously I was going to SMU, kind of raw at that position. So that's where the confidence comes from.
Brandon, did you ever try to convince coach to push you back into your running back roots?
Say it one
any
more
on the
time.
running back drills?
Man, I've been crossing my fingers since my rookie year to get a carry. I don't know when it's gonna come, if it's gonna come, but man, hopefully I can break one.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
All right, appreciate you.